Hello everyone, this is Daniel Lee and I wanted to do um, a recap for today. I had it was a it was a it was a s an interesting day to learn some things. Maybe this will help somebody else. In the beginning I wanted to take Weight Watchers around when Andrew called it. I wanted to take it at this week, but I was just a little hesitant because although it gapped up, it was always like it seemed like it was kind of weak. But I should have seen that in a longer term it wasn't, and but I wanted to take it, but I didn't. Andrew took it, and some other people take it, and it was an amazing run, right? Really, really great move. So I was kicking myself a little bit after that. So it didn't put it put me a little bit in a bad mental state, and that's something that I've been working on how to coach myself out of that, right? Um, and then because of that, I took a trade here that was a good trade. I wanted to wait for an ABCD after before taking it. Um, Usually these big runs have ABCDs later on. That can be just as profitable because a lot of times you can even put a tighter stop, which means you can get a larger share size. But I wanted to take it here, but usually when I take something like this, I want to see some kind of a hammer and then a decisive new high on a new candle, either usually the 2 minute. Here I went long because I saw this level was holding very well, and I put my stop here below the moving average. And then I went long. I just didn't see the strength. In fact, I saw it moving down a little bit, and I got out. It was a really small loss. However, after that, it made a really good move. Right? I could have had 3, 4 to 1 here. So since this wasn't my setup and I saw it holding, but I wanted to see a little bit more confirmation as I've been working lately. Well, what I thought about is what I probably would have been better is seeing touching this moving average, which seems to be holding, and then once it makes like a breakout, like around here, I can take it long with a stop below these wicks, right? I probably should have done something like that. That would have been made me a lot more comfortable. And I wouldn't have this issue. But after that, if I had FOMO before, now I felt 10 times worse. Right? I was in the move, and just because I got out, I was missing another move. But I told myself, let's just see what's going on, and you're not gonna make a bad day, a FOMO day that has a small loss into a worse day, as I would have done before, just because I was really angry at myself for making those mistakes, right? I realized that these things are gonna happen. These things will happen. So no point in throwing more money at the issue, right? So luckily I was able to see this on the MTCH. Although it had been below the VWAP in the beginning, it looked very much like a squeeze, and it had a strong gap up day. So I like that. If it would have been above the VWAP with a week with like a gap down, I probably wouldn't have taken it. But I saw it again for um, for an ABCD, and I saw it here made a big hammer and then a new 1 minute high. I waited for a little bit of a pullback and took it long with a stop below this week. I waited. It went down again, but this fall right here was like I couldn't even stop out manually here because it just touched it and flew up in less than a second. So that was actually extra confirmation for me. So as soon as it made a new 1 minute high, I got in extra. So I had my double my size. And I would again with the stop still below this wick. And then luckily it just flew up. So I took 2 to 1. I think this is a little bit close to 3 to 1, and this was over 3 to 1. And then I just started taking it because it would look kind of like toppy, and then it moved one more move up, and then I took all out right up here at 90.78, which so far has been the high of the day. Um, and this is good. This made up for my previous losses and much more because I took twice the size of this trade, and I'm happy with it. Although I'm not happy with how I reacted after missing that initial trade. That's something I gotta work on, and I broke my rules. So although it was a green day, I definitely have some things that I'm not happy about on my trading. I want to optimize. This second trade was really good, really on point on everything I want to do. basically, but that first trade wasn't. So I'll work on that. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know.